I don't have enough booze for this. Either way it goes, we're still gonna have to push this out as quickly as I can. Or as efficiently as I can. Gosh. Slime, why didn't you restock the freaking desk bar? You know how desperately I need my drinks when I talk about bad video games. Oh well. How's it going, everyone? My name is Monkey Jam. This is Monkey's Grottos, and welcome to another segment of the Grotto Show. I'm banging out all the topics that I went ahead and talked about in stream, and then thusly deleted the stream because of audio complications. Um, I should say it was newbie mistakes, and the thing is, I'd rather not be associated with garbage. If things are gonna be amateurish, I can at least make sure that it's watchable, you know, or observable with both the eyes and the ears as well. The eyes I've worked on. Now I'm just making sure that the ears can fully grasp what I'm saying without wanting to bleed. And bleed they did. So here I am to patch up the wounds and make sure I soothe you with a more crisp, clearing sound. That made no sense, but just like this topic that we're fixing to talk about, there's not a lot of things that make sense. And trust me, once we get into it, you'll know why this topic truly, truly does not make sense. Alright? Now, there's a lot of games that I've played out there, a good amount of them absolutely stellar, and a few bad ones as well. Now, I do not think that this is a hot take. However, there are people who will defend bad games to their death. So, no matter what I do, this may be a hot take to someone. And if you are that type of person that will consider what I'm about to say next as a hot take, may I suggest that you say thank you. For it is a cold night tonight where I'm stationed, and you definitely need something warm so that you can go to sleep nice and fit tonight. The thing that I want to talk about, or the game that I want to discuss, is, well, discuss, even though that it does truly disgust me, is, oh boy, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Now, I don't think it's a hot take to say that Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories is a terrible game. Not a terrible game as far as in story-wise, because let's be real, the Kingdom Hearts story makes not a lick of sense. Trust me, I tried making sense of it, alright? The whole Bioshock lore makes more sense than whatever this thing is. But no. Chain of Memories is a terrible game on a fundamental level when it comes to core mechanics. Now, the thing is, I know the whole philosophy of get good. Trust me. As much as I want to say I play Dark Souls for fun, which I do, but I play difficult games for fun because I like the challenge of getting good. And I understand that people are busy with their lives. I'm busy with my life as well. The monkey has himself a full-time job. You gotta get money in order to do the things that I do. But even then, I like to sit down and actually have a moment to where I'm grinding my teeth in absolute anger because of difficulty, because I haven't figured out my way of getting through it. But the thing and the main difference between those games and this games is that those games that I played before, they're difficult, but their core mechanics actually work and mesh. They all go together. This game, its core mechanics do not mesh, not once in the slightest. Now, if you ever play Kingdom Hearts, I highly suggest going ahead and playing Kingdom Hearts 1, since I gotta be real with you, that's the only one that's going to make a modicum of sense. And when I say a modicum, I truly mean a modicum of sense. You will come out of it a little bit confused, but it makes sense. You gotta stretch your brain a little bit, but it makes sense. Now, this game will take your already very thin, very thinly stretched brain, and then proceeds to poke holes in it, perforating it, so then finally it can just snap like a piece of toilet paper. All right. Chain of Memories picks up right exactly when Kingdom Hearts 1 leaves off. And man, when I say this is the sequel nobody wanted, I can honestly say that because this game makes no sense. Now, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a simple action RPG with platforming elements. That's just what it is. You run around, you fight things, you level up, you solve some puzzles, jump on some platforms, get a good, decent story. It's nice, family friendly fun. Alright? This game, not fun at all. At least, not on consoles. I do believe the Game Boy Advance version is actually okay, but you know, you're working with limited technology. It's not really true 3D, it's isometric. And so you can only do so much within a given space. There's limitations. But when it comes to 3D, those limitations are just gone, period. So there's a lot of things that just don't mesh from a Game Boy Advance port to a full-on console 3D port. I.e., making all of your movements based on cards. That's right. Imagine an adventuring action RPG with platforming elements, but every time you fight, every swing of your sword, every magical spell that you cast with a T, is a card. It is absolutely infuriating. It makes you want to play a deck builder while also having lightning fast reflexes against bosses that make Sonic the Hedgehog look slow, extremely slow, slow motion, if you will. It's absolutely infuriating and I hate playing this game. 100%. No, I'm definitely going to go ahead and get into one of the main reasons why I hate this game. Pure and simple. Now, the thing is, my current gameplay through this thing is meh at best. At its highest peak, it's mildly annoying. At its lowest, I just stop playing the game for long periods of time. It's very angering. Especially this guy, right here. Keep him in mind. His name is Vexen. Focus on the first part of his name. Vex. This man is very vexing. And you may be asking yourself, but Monkey, why is he so vexing? Why does he anger you so? He only has a shield. Remember what I said. Every attack that you have is a card, and you have to keep reloading your cards, which means if you fight his shield, he's blocking your attacks, ruining your cards, and causing you to reload your deck twice as fast. It's very angering. Extremely angering. Now, you want to know what a classic play session against this guy kind of looks like? It looks bad. Extraordinarily bad. Look at this. Boom. This is what you're looking at right here. Now, this is pain, alright? This is absolute torture. Now, you see these cards? Every move you make, aside from running, jumping, dodging, and gliding, is a card. And the thing is, he can easily counter you with zeros. Now, you can counter him with higher cards, but then he'll have another zero waiting on you. You think he ran out of zeros? He did not. I promise you. He did not run out of zeros. Alright? He didn't. And he also has ice powers, a tracking icicle to chase you around unless you dodge in a specific spot, which honestly gives him an opening to counterattack you hard and fast. Like truly hard and fast. You're not gonna live to tell the tale if he catches you with that counter. And not only that, the more you piss him off, the more ice there is. There's literally a ice AoE that you cannot dodge for the life of you. Oh, and there's also another ability that will literally freeze you in place for him to literally grab half of your health. Guaranteed, no matter how much you level up. Now, once again, I would be fine if this is a difficulty thing. But when you go from the free fluid movement, relying purely on your reaction time and skill as far as dodging, jumping, ducking, analyzing the attacks, and learning your counters, that is absolutely fine. But then you want to add the extra limitation that everything you do is just cards? No, that's holding back your players way too much. Now, the thing is, to all the people that actually made it through Chain of Memories and consider it a great experience, I applaud you. I'm very glad that you enjoyed this game. I do not. All right. And the thing is, in order to fully, or at least fully gain a moderate understanding of Kingdom Hearts lore, I gotta go through this game. So, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do the classic gamer theme of finding all of the cutscenes on YouTube, watching through them, and just calling it a day. Because Chain of Memories is not worth your time. And I honestly believe when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts fandom, it's not worth their time either. It is just a plot point, a very sordid plot point that nobody wants to go through. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories doesn't work on the fundamental level because it handicaps the players. It wants to be two different games, and those two different game mechanics do not mesh. Do you want a deck builder where you have to think out your moves before the enemy acts, or do you want an action adventure in which case, it relies on your skill and reflexes and knowing when to strike and what to strike with? You can't have both, and this game wants both. But anyway, I guess that's all the time that we got. But still, you can play the game if you want. I'm not going to stop you. Free country and all that. But for me, I'm not playing this game. It's a terrible game. Absolutely horrendous. Anyway, take it easy. Have fun. Keep some music in your heart. Keep on jamming. Monkey out, baby.